At any point, you might want to have a different view of what's going on in your organization. So you might not want to look specifically at one project, but you want to understand what's cooking, what's going on. So client has different other tools for that, and I call them the overview tools. So let's go in the system in the app launcher. The first one I want to expose is the global workspace. With the global workspace, as its name stands, global goes for the overview workspace. It's going to be very similar to the project workspace that we looked a bit earlier. Right now, let's look at this and we'll see all of the projects. You've got all of the same features at the top to narrow down what you're looking at. But basically, you've got all of the projects in one Gantt chart that are stacked one on top of the other based on the delivery and the time. So for example, we were on the Acme 4. The Gantt chart of my Acme 4 is here. So I could expand it and look at all of the tasks. But I could look at other projects that happen in the same time, right? That I could open. Either if they're, right now I'm looking on all project, but I might want to focus on, for example, here I could look at customer projects and display these projects. So you'll see the list will be narrowed down. I have fewer projects, but these are all what I call customer projects. So you could have that visibility. Once again, different filters. Same thing with the task. You can also change what you want to see and save this as a preset for you to get back on with all of the other possibilities of time framing. And of course, if you only want to see the chart or maybe a grid view, that is also a possibility. So this goes for the global workspace. The other one, which is more global, will be called the resource planner. So you'll see a lot of similitude with the resource plan that you had in context. Here you go. That you had in context on your project, but now it's going to be global. So you're going to be able to compare all of the resources throughout in your organization throughout any projects they might be assigned to. So right now, what you could have the same filters here. So using any objects from client, you could narrow down what you want to see. That's a possibility to specify which resource you want to see or which project you want to see. Same time framing options. You want to look at the same thing, maybe planned hours. So at the project level, scheduled hours. So anything that was booked related to a task on a specific project, and you have that currently per month. So let me show you maybe Roxanne Green. Here I'm going to expand both Jenny and Roxanne. So you've got a couple of hours. You can see what was entered as time off or holidays, what's coming also in the future. So when it comes to selecting a resource and understanding who could work on an eventual project, that's really the way to see the comparison between individual. So you could filter and only see, for example, your engagement lead by selecting the role. I'm just going to give you an idea of what and apply. So this way I could at a glance compare all my engagement lead and see maybe what they are currently working on. Right here I can expand which project she's assigned to in September, for example, how many hours I'm expecting, even go at the task level as we expose. So it's exactly the same thing as a resource plan. However, it's global. The other possibility you can have is that you can display actual hours. So if ever there are hours that have been logged or worked by this resource, you could compare the hours, the actual hours to the planned hours. In this case, or the scheduled hours. So in this case, we did not have anything scheduled for her, but she did log time on the Acme 2 and this Acme 2 project also. And that's it. So she logged 9 hours in total, right? So you can also look at the resource planner by project. Here you go. So instead of seeing resources on the left, I see projects. And then when you expand, you will see people that are assigned to this project. Here you go. And you can expand the hours and see what they will work on. If I take one step back and look at the plan hours here and expand the same. So these are the two individuals that have actually planned hours on this project. So you will not see all of the resources unless they have some time scheduled against each project. So it's another tool that could be relevant for you to have a global overview on your projects. So resource planner, global workspace. Let's move on.